Hello everyone and welcome to another Brawl Theory video. Before I explain what we are going to cover in this video, I would just like to say thank you. Thank you to Canal Brawl Stars for letting me post my lengthy Brawl Theory video on his channel, and thanks to all of you, the Brawl Stars community. Thanks for all the kind words and support. I am so glad that you all enjoyed my first Brawl Theory video. It really does mean a lot. Without further ado, let's get into part 2. In this video, I will cover further developments on the WKBRL stream, the Who Stole the Trophy campaign, the meaning of Kairos Tim, what the future of Brawl Stars may bring, a brand new StarrPark theory involving Spike, and much more. You will not want to miss this video. It is insane and is going to leave you absolutely speechless. In my first Brawl Theory video, we discussed some of the key messages and announcements being broadcasted on the WKBRL stream. Since then, there have been several new broadcasted messages on the stream. For a quick refresher without going too in-depth, some of them are:
WKBRL Radio is brought to you by the Secret Keeper Lip Zipper Company, makers of the zippers that keep you from blabbing about the secret you never even saw or heard about. Be a gem. Throw away that key. And now an hour of the only acceptable way to answer nosy questions like, where is StarrPark? And what happened to Jesse? You're listening to Acceptable Radio on WKBRL.
Most of them don't really have very cryptic messages, except for this one in my opinion.
Secret Keeper Lip Zipper Company, makers of the zippers that keep you from blabbing about the secret you never even saw or heard about.
I'll take a deeper dive into this clip and its meaning later in the video. At the time of this recording, no new items or objects have been added to the StarrPark.Biz website. However, that doesn't mean it won't be added in the near future. We will just have to wait and see, so stay tuned. Specifically, later in this video, I address an item on the website that connects to one of my main theories in this video. In my last Brawl Theory video, I went over who I think the real identity of Kairos Tim is. In this video, I am going to discuss what I think Kairos Tim represents. In my last Brawl Theory video, I theorized that he is a younger age individual who was kidnapped and brainwashed by the affiliates at Starr Corporation. They are using him to spread false information about what is really going on at StarrPark, so that no one is suspicious of their actions, seeing as though Kairos Tim isn't an individual who can be trusted. However, I think it goes a little deeper than that. I believe that Kairos Tim is a single person, but in the big picture, I feel that he is a symbol, or in other words, a depiction of what StarrPark is doing to their guests, controlling them and using them to get their message across, all the while still being able to hide their identities from the public. The faultless individuals at StarrPark are desperate for our help and are concealing hidden signs and messages in Kairos Tim's videos. That is why periodic glitches in his videos are present. They are there to purposely show the real identity of the individual behind the fraudulent imaging, without being too obvious. We don't know who this could be yet. It may be the person behind the deepfake, the Webmaster, or someone else entirely. An object on the StarrPark.Biz website that piques my interest and that I find extremely strange is this one. It's not a biohazard, it's a buy-opportunity. What I find interesting about it is that it isn't what it implies. It is a biohazard, but they make it as if it is totally safe, with no dangerous effects or results whatsoever. Even so, how does this connect in any way to Brawl Stars? The answer? Poison gas. In almost every game of Showdown, and even Knockout, green clouds of what we've been calling Showdown smoke appear. What happens when your brawler stays in the smoke for a certain amount of time? They die. However, I don't think they are dying as much as they are sent into a hypnotic trance. That is why these individuals in the investor video look as if they are sleeping. It is because they are. StarrPark associates have exposed people to the poisonous, or should I say hazardous gas, which results in them being in a state of half-consciousness. That is the reason there is Showdown smoke. They specifically placed the hazardous gases there so that the brawlers would stay in a continuous hypnosis trance all the time. In addition, at this point of the investor video, you can see some sort of toxic green gas being discharged into the air. Does this remind you of anything? That's right, the Showdown smoke in Brawl Stars. It is almost a complete match. Need more evidence? This individual in the WKBRL stream, who I will refer to as the Weatherman, makes periodic messages in the stream, mostly about news and weather and the odd science report, but this time around it was a little different. Take a listen to this.
WKBRL Action News Flash. We have reports, strong reports coming in. There is poison gas circling the arena. Poison gas is closing in from what we understand. That's as far as we know. Now, we have a skin. If you have a skin, I think it would be a great time to wear it. If you're one of the lucky ones with a skin out there, I think it's a good time you put it on. Excuse me, I believe this is news. Excuse me, this is a weather report, I think, what you're doing right now. So I think that what I should say is we do have poison gas. It is coming in. A cold front of poison gas is circling the arena as we speak. Be cautious, be careful, wear your skin. Is this news? Is this weather? I don't know. I'm having a schizophrenic break. Good luck to you. I'm gonna need it.
Before I go more in depth in my theory, we must first talk more about the biohazard. If you didn't already know this, one of the significant ill effects of improper biohazard waste disposal is air pollution. Once these wastes are in the air, they get transported fast, and the contamination becomes widespread too. These air contaminants cause many respiratory diseases when the lungs absorb it by breathing. The biohazardous gas is how Starr Corporation is controlling and manipulating people. StarrPark lures their guests into the amusement park through rides and attractions, constantly making everything seem as if it is normal, or even better than normal.
This is a utopia, of course.
Everyone is smiling, the sun is constantly shining, and the weather is always a perfect 74 degrees.
The forecast is sunny and fine. The temperature is 74 and sunny.
And of course, most importantly,
Conflict and fighting have no home here. This is a place where nothing could ever go wrong.
they want their guests to relax and have faith in Starr Corporation whilst poisoning them without their knowledge. We obviously know that we shouldn't trust Starr Corporation, but they are making sure that those who doubt them get punished. The employees at StarrPark realize that when people are given the chance to talk, they will go out of their way to expose the evil schemes and wrongdoings of StarrPark, which is why Starr Corporation invented the lip zipper, for example. They invented it for people like the monologuer or the host of the investor video, people that go out of their way to reveal sensitive information to the public for the good of humanity, but know that it will severely damage StarrPark and how it is viewed. However, their sinister plan goes even deeper than that. Furthermore, we must all answer the big question, the truth behind the Webmaster, or should I say Spike. Why doesn't he have a voice? He does. Well, he did. Spike is or was the Webmaster. He was the monologuer, and when he was caught making that speech on the WKBRL stream during the investor video, he got in a lot of trouble. Imagine that though. Your mascot representing your company, in this case Starr Corporation, is against you and is revealing highly sensitive information about your plans. You can't simply just replace him. His face is on all of the merchandise and items at StarrPark. He is extremely popular and well known to most if not all of the community, and needless to say, he is the company's mascot. But you have no other choice. How do you stop Spike? By removing his voice. That is it, folks. That is the reason why Spike does not have a voice. It's due to the fact that StarrPark intentionally made it that way. To further prove this theory, one of their messages on the WKBRL livestream that was repeating constantly is,
"Your smile is our window to your soul."
They are not saying that lightheartedly, but in a literal manner. They are saying that when you talk, you will not be able to talk again. They will brainwash, program you, and remove your voice entirely. You will be in full mercy of Starr Corporation, which is why we can't talk when we spread theories, speculations, facts, or just information in general. If this is what truly happened to Spike, then we should honestly fear for our own lives. To put this into perspective, what if that is what they did to Mr. P as well? In the investor video, you can see that in the background, someone in a penguin suit is getting yelled at by a StarrPark employee, most likely one that believes in the evil plan. I wonder if they psychologically manipulated him as well. I wonder if they purposely butchered his voice as a warning not to get involved with the Webmaster's divulgence, but to also show their power to the person in the penguin suit, the other guests, and or spewed members that think they stand a chance against Starr Corporation. However, they couldn't just remove Spike's voice and be done with it. They needed to make sure that they had a cover for their actions, which is why they ambushed Mr. P. Yelling at him, putting "Bird Not Clean" on one of the merchandise stalls for Mr. P on the StarrPark.Biz website, and forcing him to breathe the hazardous poison, resulting in him falling into a hypnotic trance. That is why in the investor video it looks like Mr. P is sleeping. He really is in a trance-like state. Unfortunately, Mr. P and Spike are actually innocent, but in a way they come across as the opposite. Well, at least Mr. P does, and we know who to blame for that. All evil roots down to StarrPark. Currently, they have access to the StarrPark.Biz website, which is why there have been limited additions to it over the past year or so. But that will no longer be the case, since it seems that Spike is making a comeback in the community, just like last year, before the 2020 lore developments began. Currently, Spike is now on almost every image that the official Brawl Stars page posts. Why? Because he is back to being consistently present as the mascot in the Brawl Stars community, and with it, StarrPark as well. What I find extremely interesting is a sign that is present in the Welcome to Season 8 promotional video on YouTube. In this video, most if not all of the walls are covered with graffiti, but one poster on a wall that is very different from all the other ones is this, Spike with Area 87 written underneath it. Now what makes this sign even more suspicious is that it is in the middle of a diamond warning sign. If you didn't already know this, these signs warn of unusual temporary conditions such as roadwork zones, diversions, detours, lane closures, or traffic people on the road. Did you hear that? Diversions. Now I know what you may be thinking. That is a bit of a stretch, but honestly, it's not. The sign's proper meaning implies diversions on the road. However, I wonder if StarrPark was implying something entirely different, like a diversion involving Spike. If you didn't already know this, Area 87 is a place where you go to talk about your alcoholism. I wonder if there was a small cover for Spike, since Mr. P was a larger one, in case something more got out to the public. They would simply say he had a drinking problem, since one of the main symptoms of alcohol is hallucinations. Something that I am curious about is what Mr. P is actually saying. Do you think that he is trying to warn us about something, but desperately is struggling to get his point across since his voice is severely damaged? What if he knows what StarrPark's true intentions and operations are, but can't say? Do you think that this theory is too dark, or not dark enough? Because from what we've seen StarrPark do in the past, we have no idea how far they will go to achieve their sinister plan whilst still being able to successfully cover up their tracks. Since the WKBRL stream was revamped back in August of this year, the slogan became
WKBRL, reminding you to dance like nobody cares. Listen like somebody's watching.
However, I don't think it's a matter of listening like somebody's watching, but that someone is actually watching you, for a fact. I feel that the stream was made for the individuals at StarrPark, and the Webmaster purposely leaked the stream to the public without authorization from the Starr Corporation personnel. This is the stream that hypnotizes its guests and affiliates to continue its effort of world domination and control of humanity. Plants, animals, and especially humans. That is why there are mutating species of plants and animals like sprout and crow, for example. They are doing this as a precaution in case the human control plan fails. They still have a backup army to defend them and their sinister corporation. They already know that some individuals, like the Webmaster for example, will be able to escape the brainwashing going on at StarrPark. That is why they have covers like Kairos Tim, somebody they can use as an alibi for protection. If you didn't think that smiling was forced enough, listen to this sound from the WKBRL stream.
This is a smile reminder. Remember to show maximum teeth. If your tooth capacity is insufficient, employee-issued teeth will be supplied.
Why do they want to supply you with employee-issued teeth? The reason is because they want you to smile at any cost. But you don't have teeth. Don't worry about it. They will supply you with teeth just so you have no excuse to keep your mouth closed. They want you to intake the poisonous toxins at StarrPark and continue to be hypnotized and controlled at all times.
The trophy, it's gone!
Maybe you should ask someone who wasn't at the party that night.
Our evil plan is working. She has followed her orders.
Want to know a secret? I know who stole it!
I guess you're here for a confession. Heck, I bet you've had me pegged as the trophy thief since episode 3. Had it figured out for a while, didn't ya? Wrong! Come on! If it was me, there wouldn't be a gold coin left in that safe. Indulge me. Yeah, hacking the security system? Genius. Plus, their kit was real high-tech. But that motor grease spill? Pfft, give me a break! Anyway, they must have really had a grudge. Glad she ain't my kid.
I have multiple theories surrounding the Who Stole the Trophy campaign, which I will discuss in this video, starting off with Jesse being the thief. Before I begin, I would just like to let you guys know that these are just theories. Some, if not most of them, are a bit of a stretch, but I do believe that they could have some truth to them. In Brawl Stars, Jessie is known as the innocent brawler, a young, guilt-free girl that loves to get constructive and build new mechanoids. However, this may actually be the opposite of who she is and what she represents. I think there is a reason that Jessie continues to be targeted in Brawl Stars advertisements, update videos, memes, and countless other things. I believe that the lore that builds the foundation of Jessie as a brawler is split between good and evil, and she has hidden her evil side from her mother and all of the Brawl Stars community. But now, it's time for her to show the world who she really is. She is sick of hiding and being beaten by everyone else in Brawl Stars. Even so, why would Jessie do something so villainous and go as far as stealing the World Finals trophy? The reason is because of what she is. We already know that Jessie's mom is Pam, but we never learned anything about who her dad is. People have speculated that it could be Bull. As we've learned in the past, Bull is part of a different family, the Retropolis trio. So who is Jessie's dad? The simple answer is that we don't know. Her dad is a character that many have speculated about but never been able to confirm. However, I think that in the next update or one to come in the future, we will finally have that answer. I have theorized that her good side comes from her mother Pam, and her evil, the more wicked side, comes from her father, who I'm going to call Tim, for no specific reason. I believe that she is actually an evil mastermind and not an innocent child. She puts on a facade whenever she is in public, specifically Brawl Stars, and even in front of her mother. I think that Jessie's dad was someone who was considered a thief, or evil inside of Brawl Stars, and to show her loyalty to her father and to prove to everyone else who bullied her and made fun of her that she is capable of doing things that are more advanced and complex for what others believe she is capable of doing. In this case, getting away with something as big as stealing the secure Brawl Stars World Finals trophy. The next brawler that I think could have stolen the trophy is Belle. Her whole character is built around being a thief, a liar, and an overall deceiving individual. Why all of a sudden, when most if not all of the evidence points to Belle, would she deflect the blame onto someone else and unexpectedly tell the truth? Simply because she does not want to get caught and blow her cover and those of the other accomplices. You could reason that in her plea, she said there wouldn't have been one coin left in that safe. But at the time of the interrogation, nobody was talking about coins or gems. The discussion was strictly about the trophy. Changing the subject and deflecting blame are two sides of a guilty individual. So the question is, could she still be the trophy thief? In my opinion, I believe that Belle is still a viable suspect in the trophy thief mystery and should not be written out of the investigation just yet. To further prove this theory, in the Who Stole the Trophy Part 4 episode, Tara has a vision regarding who she believes may have stolen the trophy. To summarize that episode, she believed it was someone who has or is involved with this symbol, which most have referred to as a symbol of evil in Brawl Stars. The same one that we have seen in countless other advertisements, promotional videos and images, and even on specific brawler skins like Virus 8-Bit for example, who we know was involved with stealing the World Finals trophy and was one of the main accomplices. This exact same symbol was present in episode 5 when 8-Bit was informing Spike of the thieves' actions. Additionally, in episode 7 when Belle was trying to disprove that she was the culprit, it appeared in the background. When Belle is explaining why she couldn't be responsible for stealing the trophy, on the evidence board behind her, for a brief second you would be able to clearly see the same evil symbol. Could this symbol prove that Jessie was involved with the robbery, or did Belle purposely plant her evil symbol that she was given by Spike, 8-Bit, Jean, and B on the evidence board to frame Jessie? At this time, nothing is clear, but I think when episode 8 releases next month, we will have that answer. The last theory that I have regarding who could have stolen the trophy is a bit of a stretch, but is still very interesting to say the least. And that is that it was stolen by a new brawler that isn't in the game just yet, but will be added in the next update or one to come. A little while ago in one of Ray's videos, he discussed some brawler concepts and ideas from the community regarding what we could receive in a future update. One of those brawlers concepts was this, Cassie the Witch, a brawler that could turn herself into any other brawler using her super. I wonder if this mysterious brawler that could have stolen the trophy was this girl, and a way of misleading the investigators she could transform herself as a way to deflect the evidence onto other brawlers, in this case Jessie, resulting in her being able to escape with the trophy and no suspicions from anyone or anything. I would say that this is very unlikely that we would ever see this brawler make its way into Brawl Stars. It would be too complex and time consuming to have to update the brawler after every new brawler would be added to the game. However, if this brawler somehow makes its way into Brawl Stars, I believe with no doubt that it would be a legendary brawler and extremely overpowered. Its mechanics would undoubtedly be complex and honestly would be so fun to play with. Just having the ability to transform into other enemy brawlers would be so awesome. After Brawl Talk aired on YouTube August 21st, the stream mysteriously changed the message from 021-A to 021-B. It was easy to assume that the A meant August and the 021 meant the 21st, but this time around it is a little bit more difficult. The 021 could also stand for the 21st, but the 21st of what? That is when the speculation comes in. The B could represent Brawloween, which is a possibility, but what would the 21st be? My theory is that it is 21 days after Brawloween/Halloween, the 31st of October, which would leave October 10th as the date. I'm not sure what it represents. I have a hunch regarding what it could be. That is an announcement on the WKBRL stream, large lore developments on the StarrPark.Biz website, or even the weekend of Brawl Talk. To further that theory, this season, Season 8, will finish its update content by releasing the Prince Sprout skin on October 8th, which leaves the weekend of the 9th to 10th for Brawl Talk. I also believe that the next update, most likely the Brawloween update in October, will be heavily based in the lore aspects of Brawl Stars. In addition, this month's Who Stole the Trophy video was released on September 6th, and at the end of the video it said tune in next month. These videos usually come out on Mondays, so we can assume that it will be released on October 4th, the Monday before Brawl Talk, or October 11th, the Monday after Brawl Talk. I do believe that Part 8 of the campaign will have some sort of connection or tie-in to the October Brawl Talk. Maybe that update will finally add the villain/evil trio to the game, and this mystery brawler that was hidden in the 2018 Brawloween promotional video will be the first member of that, or could we finally see Jessie's dad make his debut in Brawl Stars, or even an evil Jessie skin? Only time will tell. Having said that, what are your thoughts on this, and do you believe that the next Brawl Talk will be the weekend of October 9th and 10th? And will it be filled with lots of lore from Brawl Stars? Let me know what you think about this down in the comments section below. That is all I have time for in this Brawl Theory video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, share it with all of your friends, and follow me on Twitter at MichaelBS_YT for constant lore and update developments in Brawl Stars, gameplay videos, channel news, updates, and more. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be greatly appreciated. Theory videos especially take a lot of time for me to come up with, plan, write, edit, process, and make sure that it is the best it can be for you guys. Subscribing to my channel really helps out and shows your support, so thank you if you are subscribed. I will be giving away a Brawl Pass at 1,000 subscribers, so if you want to be entered, make sure you subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.